from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns taking on last year's national champions, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He's going to take a shot right away. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hauled down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Grab near the marker. It's Newton. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so down.
Out of the backfield, he's open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to bully their
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
To the air, it's Barnhart. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal. They're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw. Nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires toward the target. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their hands. It means something to these kids.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Don't even think about sending your special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can...
There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Quick handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical, you know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. The Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying him out there.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Holds and fires completely. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Wants to return it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution. We're getting 6 points.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move their defensive lineman out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Pressure coming. They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Sooners decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Here comes the Texas offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires left. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a can.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got his man across the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
And the Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen. Get ready for the run. Less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Looking to get it in. Looking for the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost have the touchdown pass on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. Right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Barnhart. Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Makes the grab. It's Darrison. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the... And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll knock him down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Barnhart. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. Pulled down for the tackle.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The play action fake. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Sooners are rolling down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Right on the money. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The extra point is blocked. And oh man, there's some burn orange getting nervous in here thinking of the 2000 to 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? It's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden, have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The give to the single back. Turning it on. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
He'll do it himself. Finding open areas.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Dropping back, it's Barnhart. It's complete to the left. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Touchdown, Sooner! And the punishment has been extended. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I'll tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays. You got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can get that curl route that comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to the running game. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Fast completion move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Running back searching for a hole. Past the first down marker and still running. Turns it on in midfield. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. To the air on 1st down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They're going back to the ground. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Still running at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. The handoff, keep working on that clock. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff like the situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win.